What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be rebuilding two teams at once. This should be a fun challenge. The goal is to get these two teams into the NBA finals and have them face each other, and hope, obviously, if they get there, one will win the championship, but we gotta first hope we can get the two teams there. I'm giving myself 3 seasons to do this. Let's go ahead and try to attempt this challenge. In 2K, and it is time to find out which two teams we're gonna be. You guys already know by the top of the video, but I do not, so I'm gonna go ahead and click 1, 2. Okay, who did we pick? We got the Pistons, okay. And then what was the other team we got? So the Pistons and the Clippers. That's two different conference teams. I was hoping it would work out that way. So if it would have been two Western Conference, I would have had to redraw. But the Clippers, it's going to be easy. Like, that's going to be solid. But the Pistons is going to be a little bit different. So official 2020 NBA draft, of course, we got to download that in. But let's go ahead and just look at the roster real quick. Obviously, we already know what the Clippers are like. Their roster, we really don't need to do much when it comes to this roster. We already know that this team definitely already has a roster to make it to the NBA Finals, so I'm not really worried about them too much necessarily, but it is the Pistons that I'm worried about because, you know, they definitely have a lot of injuries, and Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond is just not doing it. I mean, Derrick Rose is solid, don't get me wrong, but this team just needs to change. Like, they're just stuck in mediocrity right now, and it's probably not going to change for quite a while. I don't know where I'm going to go with this team, but I think everybody's available for trade. And like, when I really look at it, the only player I maybe would try to keep is Derrick Rose because he's on such a cheap contract. But I don't know if we're going to be able to make it to the NBA Finals in 2 years because this will be easy. Like, we definitely got an easy draw. The Clippers and the Pistons. The Clippers, like I said, very easy, but the Pistons going to be a little bit tougher. So I don't know what my first move is going to be. But let's go ahead and try to get this done in our first year. I don't think I'm going to get the Pistons to a championship team in the first year, but it's worth a shot. I will try it. We'll see what we can do. And as soon as we're able to get these teams to the NBA Finals to meet up, the challenge is over. So that is the solid part about this. So I did see Danilo Gallinari. So we're going to be doing this trade. We're going to move Gallinari to small forward, and I'm going to hope that helps us out a little bit. Trade Reggie Jackson back to the Thunder. So we're going to go Gallinari at small forward. And now we look at the roster as it stands right now. We have Rose, Kennard, Gallinari, Blake Griffin, Drummond, Christian Wood, Langston. Wow, Christian Wood's overall has gone up quite a bit. I think he's been playing very well for the Pistons, though, so I shouldn't be too shocked. All right, Sekou Doumbouya is down here. I'm probably going to trade him because I don't have time to wait for him to develop. So what else could I do? Blake Griffin. Do I want to keep both these? I'm going to try to keep them both for this first season. And then the next season, I think I'm going to go ahead and probably we'll see what happens. But Christian Wood's a good backup, but we definitely need more depth here. I'm going to trade Sekou Doumbouya in the second season. I'm not going to do it right now. So let's go Langston Galloway and Tony Snell in a future first and see what that could get me. I'm going to try to get a solid bench. I don't want to trade with the Clippers because they have Beverly, and I'm going to make that a rule right now that I can't trade with my fellow team. So I can't trade with Clippers and I can't trade with the Pistons. So let's look for a solid bench player, I guess. I don't know who that could be. Will Barton would definitely be actually a solid addition if we could get him. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him, but I'm going to try. So let's go Tony Snell. And then I'll give him Langston Galloway as well. That's already a terrible... Okay, actually, I can't. So let's go... maybe not a first, but what about a bunch of seconds for Will Barton? Okay, they're not going to do it for that, which is, you know, doesn't surprise me necessarily. So let's take this out and let's throw in a young, like, Svi Mikhailuk. Let's see if they'll take this. They're still not taking it. How about if I throw in that extra second? Okay, we get Will Barton. So that's going to be a solid piece off the bench. So that's not bad at all. Will Barton, welcome to the Pistons. So, okay, the depth is looking a little bit better. I want to try to retool it a little bit more, but let's see what the Clippers look like once I rebuild them. Paul George, Kawhi. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move Paul George shooting guard because that way Lou Williams continues to come off the bench because that's where he belongs. Beverly, Paul George, Kawhi, Montrez, Lou Williams. Although Montrez does come off the bench, I'm fine with just starting him. That's whatever. So, yeah, obviously this team is solid. I don't think I need to change anything. But let's go to the Pistons again. And, all right, so what we needed was a few more, maybe just one more bench piece. I'm going to go Langston Galloway and Thon Maker. Let's see what that can give me. Hopefully something. Okay, Satoransky's solid. I might go with that. Might go that route. Bouchard, Norman Powell. I like that. I like that trade as well. Norman Powell would be solid, but his contract's a little kind of large. Sato is kind of on a large. I guess we'll go Norman Powell and Bouchard. I think that's probably the best trade here. So I'm going to do that trade, and just like that, we should have a better bench now. So that is going to be solid. And Norman Powell, they want Norman Powell to start, which is fine, I guess. That's not a big deal. So I think we're going to go with that. Can I move Bouchard to small forward to go up any? Okay, question. What doesn't? Bouchard doesn't. Okay, I'll just leave them the way they are. Okay. And one of them can play like small ball center or something. So that is solid. I think we're going to stick with that team. Let's see. As far as what this is looking like, triangle. Okay, it doesn't go up anymore. So we're going to stay at a 3-star. And then the Clippers, I think their proficiency is probably good. 4 stars. I don't think they could go up any. Yeah, so we're going to keep at grit and grind with Doc Rivers. I'm questioning whether I should fire Dwayne Casey because his ratings aren't great. And I'm going to, just because this is a challenge, I'm going to try to get the best staff over here in Detroit because I need to help them out as much as I can. And then as far as a trainer, probably not going to worry about that. But this is going to be the rotation for the first season, and this is going to be the rotation for the second season over here for Los Angeles. So hopefully both teams, we could complete this challenge in one season. I highly doubt it, but maybe we get lucky. Let's at least get the Pistons to the playoffs, and then we can go from there, and then we'll probably change some things up for Detroit when we get in the offseason. James, at the end of the season, is your most valuable player. Rookie of the year is John Morant. 6th man goes to Mr. Lou Williams, looking good over there. Kawhi is your defensive player. Bam Adebayo is your most improved, and Doc Rivers is your coach of the year. That's what I'm talking about. All-NBA first team is as followed. All-NBA second. So I know the Clippers made it, but I don't know what the Pistons did. The Pistons made it as well, as they went 50 and 32, which is actually pretty solid. So I'll take that. So here are the stats for Detroit's side of things. We had 21 from Derrick Rose, 20 from Blake Griffin, and 15 from Drummond. So that's basically what Drummond does. He gets the rebounds. That's basically what kind of player. That's his specialty. Gallinari chipped in 14 points, and Will Barton did his thing as well. So Norman Powell even had a pretty solid lining off the bench. Good stuff. Kennard did all right as well. 8 points and 4 assists. Probably shot efficiently. As far as the Clippers are concerned, we had 25 from Kawhi, 24 from Paul George, and 19 off the bench from Lou Will, and about 17 from Montrezl Harrell. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see how things go. I'm going to simulate current round. We're going to pay attention to the Clippers side of things a little bit, and we're going to try to, go back and forth on which one we want to look at. So we're down 2-1 to Boston right now, 3-1. Okay, Detroit's probably getting eliminated in the first round. The Pistons have been eliminated. And of course, this is what I thought. The Clippers would probably make it this first season, and then from there, and then obviously the Pistons aren't going to make it. So yeah, that's how this is going to go. But when I went into this challenge, I knew, okay, never mind. We're not going to make it with the Clippers either. Okay, was not expecting that, but when I knew going into this challenge, I was going to have to rebuild the Pistons a lot more than I have to rebuild the Clippers, obviously. That's no big deal. We'll do that. But we got the Rockets. Looks like they're going to win the championship as the Bucks attempt to come back. And the Rockets don't blow the 3-1 lead. Good for them. So we have a decision to make here in Detroit. I like the idea of Blake Griffin, but at the same time, I don't. Derrick Rose is going to stay regardless. But Drummond's cap hold is crazy, and Gallinari's cap hold is crazy. But everybody else, I'm not too worried about besides Boucher, whatever, however you say it. So I'm going to see what's on the market for Blake Griffin. I'm just curious to see what I can get for. Oh my gosh. If I was not doing a Clippers rebuild on the other side, this would automatically be a trade I do. Like I wouldn't even looked at the other trades because that is a W of a trade, but I can't take it. That sucks so badly. McCollum, John Wall, Paul, that sucks. That's a 93 overall. What else? Okay, I'm offering Luke Kennard and other trades because I want to see if we could get something. Okay, that is so insane that Paul George gets offered to me. I wish I could take it, but unfortunately I can't. So we're gonna move on from that and stop looking at it. It's gonna make me depressed. Murray and Gary Harris, DeRozan, Shea, Wiggs, McCollum, and Milton. So I think McCollum was like the only guy I really saw that I kind of wanted, and he's a lot cheaper than Blake Griffin. I don't want to trade Luke Kennard. I don't think I have to. McCollum and Norman Powell for Gary Trent. I guess I'll do this trade. We're going to welcome CJ McCollum to the Pistons and hope he would be a nice piece for us. So McCollum and Derrick Rose in the backcourt. Will Barton at small forward. We do still have Luke Kennard. Drummond, I kind of want to do a sign-in trade with him if I can. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's going to be tough, but we'll see. We have a lot of shooting guards we don't need. Let's see, power forward's none, and then we need a center. So we need Drummond, and we don't have a power forward anymore because obviously I just decided to pay or trade for McCollum. But Sekou Demboya is going to be a guy probably using a trade this offseason. Let's see what both our young players could get me. Tobias Harris actually is a very good idea. I think I'm going to go Tobias Harris. Yes, he's overpaid, but I'm getting him because we need him. So I'm trying to make the best team possible for Detroit. So but Tobias is going to come back okay, I'm going to move him to power forward for now. And then for the Clippers, let's try to re-sign Montrez, of course. So that's what I mean. I think that's the only thing I'm worried about for the Clippers side of things. I really want. Let's see. Is there anyone else I'm missing? Mo Harkless. Not too worried about him, of course. But, you know, obviously, Montrezl Harrell is very important to the team. But let's see. We got Beverly, Paul George, and Lou Will still, which is good. I think you can move Landry Shamet to small forward, and he does go up. He does go down, actually. That's fine. I'm going to move him to small forward because we need a backup depth there. And then we don't have a power forward right now, but we could get Montrezl Harrell back. We still need a power forward, though, so let's try to find that if we can. Not really seeing anything that great out of a trade, so I'm going to go to the market, and the power forward I actually want would be this guy, Jeremy Grant. If I could grab Jeremy Grant from the Nuggets to bring him over to LA, that would be solid. I'm going to offer Rodney Magruder and someone, let's offer him Jerome Robinson for okay, that was easy. All right, so we got Jeremy Grant to be the starting power forward, and that's solid. So we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then we'll have Montrezl Harrell back. We probably need to sign like one more guard probably, so let's offer like I guess Austin Rivers, bring him to LA so he can play for his daddy. And then we're gonna go to the Pistons side of things, and I guess I gotta resign Drummond regardless whether or not I want to keep him or not. I don't think I can just lose him for nothing. And Gallinari was a free agent as well. I think I'm going to sign him as well. I don't know if I'm going to keep him, but regardless, I got to do it. So I'm not renouncing Andre Drummond. I don't know why they thought I was doing that. But for the Pistons side of things, we get Montrezl Harrell and Austin Rivers. And okay, so we're solid there. We're going to make sure that goes through. Andre Drummond still has a bunch of offers, and he may not even come to us. Okay, I'm going to have to overpay because I really want Andre Drummond. Okay, okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at the overpay. Look at that overpay. That is a ton of money for Andre Drummond. That is insane. Okay. I'm not very happy with that, but I need him back. So Drummond and Gallinari. So we're going to lock those two signings in for both sides, and that should be good. So we got both those guys. The Clippers should be taken care of. We got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So yeah, Clippers are done. Now I'm got to worry about the Pistons side of things. So we got D Rose, McCollum, Gallinari, Will Barton, Tobias Harris, and Drummond. So, I mean, this is a solid team. I just don't know if it's enough, you know? I just don't know. I really want to try to trade for somebody insane to take us over the top. I don't know if there's anybody out there that's selling. The Blazers don't have anybody that's untouchable. If I could bring the Blazers backcourt over here, that'd be funny, but I'd have to trade Drummond for that. Buying. Let's see. The Mavericks are rebuilding. Porzingis would be nice. Think it may not be too tough to get him. Rebuilding, we might try to get Kristaps over here, so let's see if we could do that. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try. So let's go to the Mavs and let's get Kristaps Porzingis over here if we can. And I think that's gonna be the last thing I do other than signing a bunch of bench players. So I guess I'll give them Gallinari because we can move Tobias Harris back to power forward, or small forward I should say. And I can also give them Matisse Thybulle and 7. Okay, we still need 7 more mil in this trade. I don't want to offer up Derrick Rose. Will Barton might have to be the guy I offer. Okay, Kristaps is actually easy to trade for now. I was not expecting that to be that easy. Okay, so now we can move Tobias Harris to small forward. And now we have D Rose, McCollum, Tobias Harris, Kristaps, and Drummond. Okay, that's a solid roster with no bench. There's like no bench whatsoever. So Bruce Brown. Hopefully he develops a little bit. Oh my gosh, there's like no bench. Okay, let's sign some bench players because that's what we need desperately right now. So Augustine, Trey Burke. I see Trey Burke out here. We give him a deal. Wesley Matthews, JR, Pat, Reggie Bullock. Let's move on from that. Gerald Green. Oh my gosh, the bench out here is not going to be good. Marvin Williams, I guess. And then John Myers Leonard. Let's see if we can get any of those guys. Oh, we need Boucher back as well. I forgot about him. He'd be solid off the bench. if he's anywhere around. I don't know. He might have signed. I don't think he could have signed anywhere though, because I think I have the right to match any offer if 2K didn't glitch, of course. Let me go to all positions, that way I can actually look. And there he is now. There he is. 8 mil. It says I can't sign him, but I don't think that's correct. I think I should be able to match any offer he gets. We don't even have enough room to sign Trey Burke. Okay, let's keep looking. Jeremy Lin. We need Jeremy Lin. We're gonna get Jeremy Lin. And we're gonna get, okay, so we can't even sign Marvin Williams. At the end of the season, Kawhi Leonard is your most valuable player with 29 points and 9 rebounds. I like to see that. Rookie of the year on the Hornets goes to Anthony Edwards. Cole Anthony is your 6th man. Kawhi's defense player, and Kuzma is your most improved. Good for them. And Mike Budenholzer is your coach of the year. Probably still in Milwaukee, I assume. Couldn't really see it, but Kawhi makes all NBA first team. Of course, he did make the MVP, so I would hope so. Did see Paul George on the all defensive first team, and Kawhi is there as well. As far as all NBA second team, it doesn't look like we have anybody from Detroit, of course. We didn't really have it all-star necessarily, but you know, the Pistons definitely had some good solid players. We're the 5th seed again out of 50 and 32. We're basically in the same position as last year. Let's see what the player stats are looking like. We had 20 points from McCollum, 19-19. So just solid stats again, 29-21. So I'm hoping we can get this done this year with somebody current round. Let's see what happens. We jump up 1-0 at Atlanta, which is a good start, but we're down 1-0 to the Kings. We're up 2-1 on Atlanta, 3-1 on Atlanta. We're down to the Kings. I'm trying. Okay, we made it past this first round, which is a good. Okay, I am getting too nervous for this Kings series. We should not be losing to the Kings. Like that's just facts. Let's not lose to Sacramento, because that would just be a total failure, because I would be so upset with myself. But it looks like we're going to blow them out. I don't even know why I went to 7 games with these bums. Let's see. Okay, they're not bums, but you know. Okay, they have James Wiseman. Ooh, that would be nasty. Fox, James Wiseman, and Buddy Hield. That would low-key be pretty nasty. And the Kings do need a center, so that wouldn't be too bad. We got the Rockets and the Blazers, and we got the Philadelphia 76ers and the Nets. And we get to face Milwaukee. So I'm nervous for this series for Detroit, but let's see if we can make an upset as we're up 1-0 to start. Up 2-0 on Milwaukee, 3-0, okay. Don't lose to Golden State, please. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Pistons. Don't lose to Golden State. That is all I'm asking. 3-1 series. All right. I don't know why this Clippers team is disappointing me right now, but we should not be losing to the Warriors. We should not be losing. Okay. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We literally made it to the 51 and 14 and 13. Okay, so maybe I should have made more changes than I thought. I cannot believe though we lost to the Golden State Warriors. I guess let's see, why did we lose to them? What was so special about them? Curry, I guess they got their old team back after all the injuries. So irritating, man. It's always the Warriors. So let's see if we can beat the 76ers though. They're up 1-0, 2-0, and okay, 3-1. We get to try again. All right, so we have another off season to do. Let's go ahead and do this off season and hope for the best. And we can do this in the 3rd season. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Pistons, and we made it to the Western Conference Finals with the Clippers. We have yet to get to the NBA Finals. Decided to just re-sign everybody and run it back, so we were super close. I think the Clippers lost in a joking, fashioning way, which it shouldn't have happened. So it was a fluke, basically what I was trying to say. I just couldn't find the word for it, but I'm hoping that is the case. I kept this Pistons team the same, and I think I kept the Clippers team the exact same as well. Other than this guy developing into a good power forward, which he was already on our roster. He was just down in the depth chart. So yeah, I'm hoping this is the season to get it done. We really want to see these two teams make it to the NBA Finals. That would be insane. But 24-22, 17-10 from, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that man's name. I'm sure some of you might know already in the comments, but I do not. So this has got to be the season. Let's hope and pray it is. So let's see what happens. We're up 1-0 on Portland, 1-0 on Charlotte over there. 2 O's. I see 2 O's in both sides of the brackets. 2 1s now. 2 2s. Okay, that scares me. 3-2. We're down 3-2 to Charlotte. Please don't lose it. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. We lost in the first round. This challenge has been failed. We failed this challenge. It has been a fail. We failed yesterday and now we failed today. Okay. Can we at least win a championship with the Clippers? I'll take that. I'll take that as a mini W, as we're up 3-1 on the Jazz. And although the Clippers are easy to win a championship with, I'm going to take it and run with it because we were unable to complete this challenge And it looks like, never mind, we're not even gonna win the championship. So this was just a fail all in all. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Let me know if you guys want to see me do this with like 2 other teams or just any other challenge you guys might want to see. But this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.